Good morning, Max. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Julien. How are you? How's Paris? I see your background. How are you? What's going on?
I don't know what to tell you about today's story. That's not about the Hall of Fame. That's about my personal Hall of Shame, because
Oh,
I effed it up pretty big. It's more on me than on the company, even though
oh.
you
These are
will
the
dig it.
hardest stories. I had my recent. I don't think I was a very good customer. You were very reassuring about it, but I still
Yes.
it's hard.
Here,
All
I'm not
right.
even a bad customer. I feel like I'm a bad person altogether, but hopefully you're
Oh,
going to make me feel better about it.
oh.
My wife did
Nobody
not.
cried. I hope.
I wouldn't know, but you'll tell me what you think. So
Oh. All right. Let me strap in. This sounds painful.
I'm working from memory because this story is 3 months old now. But it was scaring enough that I should remember the big chunks of it. So as you know, we've talked about it. I've been to Hong Kong back in March, I don't remember. Anyway, earlier this year. I had tons of stories coming out of it, slightly different from my usual delivery story. And today's story is a travel story. It's an airport story.
Hmm.
So we traveled with the kid. Needless to say, it was an exhausting trip
All right,
because
right there, you get 3 patience points. So, all right. I feel like you were probably better than you think already, but keep going.
now the kid was fantastic. She did not cry. She did not yell. She was just overly enthusiastic and with way too much energy. I like to
Oh,
sleep on a plane. I don't like to play on a plane. But
yeah.
anyway, we landed. That was a 13 hours flight. We landed at 6 a.m. in the morning, so I was tired.
Oh,
We get off the plane, go through the custom, everything goes just fine. We are on the delivery belt, where they give you the luggage and everything. And I tell my wife, go with the kid, go to the toilets, change the diapers. We're gonna be here for an hour, so don't worry about it. If I see the luggage, I'll pick it up. We didn't have one luggage; we had 3, or more. Can't remember, 3, I think. And the first luggage comes in as one of the very first ones to
mm,
come. I pick it up, put it on the trolley. Everything's great. It does not have all the usual tags it has, but who cares? And then we have to wait for another 20-ish minutes for the other 2
mm.
pieces to come. But hey, that's okay. We put everything on the
But they
trolley.
came.
But they came. We head back, take a cab, bus, whatever, I can't remember. Then we head home to my in-laws. And then now I'm ready to just take a coffee or a nap or whatever it is to feel better, at least starting with a shower. So ready to head to the shower, I open the luggage. And then I start telling my wife, the code you've been giving me for locking this luggage is not right. She's saying, no, I'm
Oh
sure this is the
no.
correct one.
Oh
Okay,
no.
you must be wrong. I check everything and I put 0000. And then, victorious, I say, your code was wrong. That was 4 times 0. And then she's telling me, are you sure that's our luggage?
Oh no.
So now, before she even said that, I opened the luggage, and before she had a chance to say, are you sure this is our luggage? I'm saying, why on earth did you bring those Louis Vuitton and Chanel and all this stuff that we absolutely don't need? Where on earth did you buy these things without me knowing? Then she comes and say, are you sure this is our luggage? And then I look at the luggage and I remember that there was no label on it. But it's our luggage. We've had it for 10 years. It can't be that someone on the
Oh my
same plane
God.
got the exact same luggage, colors, logos, everything, just missing the sticker. But guess what? It was the case. So 100% on me.
Oh.
I effed it up. Now, what do? I tell my wife, look, call the airport, make it in Chinese. That's going to be way more efficient than if I do it in English. And well, we'll get the luggage. What can I say? So she called them. She get a guy on the phone after struggling to actually find the phone line, which was not
Yeah.
obvious
Finding
at all.
baggage people is never fun.
And then she explains it, and then they are saying, yeah, we may have the luggage, but we can't confirm. All right, so what do we do? You have to come back to the airport.
Hmm.
And I'm saying, but the airport is an hour drive from our home. Can you at least make sure you have the luggage? Because there is no way on earth I drive all the way back just for you to tell me we'll have it back in 2 days' time. Nope, no can do. You have to drive. You have to come, and then we'll help you out. So obviously, entirely my fault. I leave the kid and my wife at home. I get in a cab, pay the taxi to drive for another hour with the poor person's luggage because she hasn't asked for anything, and she probably badly needs this Louis Vuitton and Chanel bags. So
Clearly.
we drive all the way back to the airport. Incredibly misleading. I have to walk all the way to the end of the airport. They tell me, no, it's not here. You have to go to the Lost and Found. I go to Lost and Found. No, you actually have to go to your airline's office, which is on the other side of the airport. Run all the way there. I'm exhausted. It has been many hours. I've not been sleeping. I get to the office. The guy is absolutely nice. Takes my details, asks me 3 times to make sure I did not take anything from the luggage. Yeah, obviously I did not. Checks everything, take my details. Ask the luggage guys, do you have it? Yes, we have it. They were actually waiting for me to come back. Going through all security, which takes ages, but I understand. I bring back the other luggage and I leave with mine. And ultimately, except for the fact that it cost me 3 hours of my time plus the cost of taxi. I mean, entirely my fault, so I can't complain about it. But not such a bad experience after all. The only hiccup was you have to come to the airport. We're not going to give you the information over the phone. And I found that just outrageous. So that's my
Was
story. What do I do? Do I cry? What should I be doing here?
I feel I feel like you may want to cry to the person whose Chanel and Louis Vuitton bags you took. But boy, should she be happy. Something I always wonder at the baggage carousel. I mean, how easy would it be to just pick a bag and just go? And I guess they just assume people are there watching for their bags and they'll tackle the person who takes it. Because obviously, I mean, it's not. I've never heard of baggage theft at a carousel, so it somehow that works. Um, what you did is so human and straightforward and possible. You shouldn't feel too bad, and that was an amusing reveal. So we're not going to tell you anything about the bag if we have it or not. Do you think that was a security thing? I can't quite figure out the why of it.
So it was in Chinese, so it's only what I've heard and understood and what my wife told me. But I don't think it has anything to do with security. I think it's just the person who's on the phone is not next to the person who's managing the luggage, and they won't bother. Basically, you took the wrong luggage. I mean, they're right. I took the wrong luggage. That's my problem. But does it mean you could not provide me with the information? Because that's a long ride. I've been incredibly lucky this time. Hopefully, there won't be a next time. But if there were next time, I may not be that lucky next time.
Yeah, that. I mean, to me, what this speaks to is a completely broken system. If there isn't some overweening security ask, that's a ridiculous thing. Come, we might have it. That's unacceptable. The I went to these people. They told me to go back to the other end of the airport, who told me to go back to the airport, the part of the airport that I started at. That is phenomenally unacceptable. And again, our always favorite problem, it sounds like, of different groups, right? That there was the airline and then there was the airport. And I don't know if there was a separate security thing or something like that, but where you always get breakdowns like that are different groups that don't communicate, different organizations, not even groups within an organization. So disappointing, really bad, but not surprising that broke down that badly, and completely inexcusable. The I mean, nice that once you did get to the security, it sounded like once you were physically there, the people were very good and very nice and very understanding. So, you know, I guess how I would rate this is a completely broken process every step of the way. There should have been, I don't know. I don't know how you come up with something that would protect us from doing something like that that doesn't bog down the baggage getting process even more, which is already painful. So maybe that part just is inherent. There is no good answer. But A, it seems like it would have been better if there was a way to protect you from that. And then B, your only answer is to go because your bag may be there. It's just ridiculous. That's just completely unacceptable. And who knows? I mean, my goodness, I wonder what that poor, I'm assuming it's a woman, given what was in the bag. What was she doing? Because I'm sure hopefully they just said, yeah, we don't know where it is. We'll search. We'll let you know later. And so she'll never know that it actually got taken to your house. But ouch, that's just a really painful, everything about that's a horrible, painful story.
Actually, you're right. I would have loved to know what happened to that person, because my guess is she called in and said, my luggage is not here. And they probably said, well, she would not have been home, right? She would have been in the airport. So driving back to the airport did not make sense. But still, I'm not sure how proactive they would have been for that. And that must be very frustrating, even worse than on my side. I agree. Broken processes. And I agree as well. I made that mistake, but this system, I've been concerned about being on the other end of that stick for many years, like someone leaving with my luggage, because that could happen, and it does happen now. Apparently, there must be a better system to. I mean, if Amazon can deliver in specific boxes that you open with a QR code, there must be a way to deliver. To just make sure you have the right barcode or whatever to check your luggage and stuff.
Yeah, it's surprising to me they don't have a way. Just like 5 kiosks where you put your thing on there and you put your bags thing on there and it just bleep bleep, and that's the whole. It seems like it's always seemed to me like something like that is needed.
I agree.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, that was a good story for my wife to tell all of our friends and family.
I bet. I recommend do what a friend of mine's wife did. All your suitcases, get somebody to paint a very nice nature scene on the outside of the suitcase so that it absolutely, there's no way you could ever confuse your suitcase with anybody else's.
Well, I've learned a lesson. If I don't see my name on it, better open it before you head home. Make sure that's actually yours. So I guess I've learned something.
And as long as you have a black roller bag, it's not like you're going to see other ones that look like it there.
Exactly. So anyway, thank you for your support. Thank you for listening and guiding me through this new painful story. I have a bunch more. I still probably have 1 or 2 from that specific trip, so I'll be sharing some more over the next few weeks.
Okay, sounds good. Well, good may be the wrong term. So I'll look forward to it. How's that? We'll say that.
Thank you very much, Max. Have a beautiful day, and then I'll talk to you next week.
Sounds great. Thanks, Julien. Take care.
Bye.